We've been told for years ghee is a healing superfood, yet for millions, consuming modern dairy leads directly to bloating and severe inflammation. The issue is genetic. Mass-market ghee is sourced from crossbred Western cattle, whose milk contains a specific protein variant known as A1 Beta-Casein. Looking at this diagram of the A1 protein structure, you can see a weak histidine bond. During digestion, human enzymes easily break this link, releasing an exogenous, opioid-like peptide called BCM7 into the body, a primary driver of gastrointestinal distress. Industrial brands further compromise the quality by skipping the biological fermentation stage. They mechanically centrifuge raw cream and boil it at extreme temperatures, oxidizing the milk's delicate nutrients to maximize manufacturing speed. This results in a fractionated, sterile cooking fat. Accessing the specific medicinal benefits of dairy requires a return to a multi-stage, ancient preparation methodology. That methodology is meticulously preserved at Prasadam Grove, an elite sanctuary dedicated to indigenous Indian breeds like the Gir and Sahiwal, prioritized for their hardiness and genetic purity. Ancient Sanskrit texts establish a strict anatomical definition for the true cow. As shown here, the indigenous Indian cow possesses two distinguishing physical markers: the soft folds of the dewlap and a prominent, muscular dorsal hump. This hump is more than just tissue. It houses an active neuroendocrine pathway known as the Surya Ketu Nadi. When these cows graze in open sunlight, this pathway absorbs specific solar frequencies. This triggers a biochemical synthesis of elevated vitamin D and golden salts, which are secreted directly into the cow's mammary glands. Because Western crossbreeds lack this dorsal hump and the energetic pathway it houses, their milk is biologically incapable of synthesizing these immunomodulatory compounds. At Prasadam Grove, the process begins by slow boiling this raw A2 milk in earthen pots to concentrate its lipid density without denaturing the core proteins. A natural starter culture is then added, allowing the warm milk to ferment overnight into a thick, tangy curd. This 10-hour fermentation window completely alters the milk's biochemistry. As lactic acid bacteria consume the lactose, there is a massive corresponding surge in gut-healing butyric acid. In the pre-dawn hours, artisans used the Bilona method, applying rhythmic mechanical force to the curd to break the emulsion. The bidirectional motion of this traditional wooden churner separates the nutrient-dense whey from the pure butter, known as Makhan. After being washed to remove residual milk solids, the butter is slowly melted to evaporate its water content and clarify the fat. By using the steady, low heat of a traditional cow-dung chulha, the artisans prevent the destructive temperature spikes of modern gas stoves. This preserves the delicate fat-soluble vitamins and antioxidants within the lipid matrix. This uncompromising sequence of fermentation, mechanical separation, and low-temperature clarification provides the precise thermodynamic environment required to produce an authentic, granulin A2 Bilona Ghee. Because this process keeps the fat's biochemical structure intact, modern clinical lipidomics and neuroscience have begun mapping its specific impact on the body. This data has led pediatric nutritionists to identify the resulting fat as an optimal, bioavailable substrate for fueling cognitive development. Looking at this neural pathway, you can see how docosahexaenoic acid and intact saturated fats are utilized by the body to reinforce the myelin sheath. Thickening this protective coating speeds up electrical signal transmission throughout the brain. Cardiovascular benefits are also significant. Conjugated linoleic acid reduces blood triglycerides and improves arterial flexibility. At the intestinal wall, butyric acid fuels our cells, structurally sealing gaps in the cellular barrier to prevent endotoxins from leaking into the blood. By repairing the gut lining and suppressing inflammation, this functional fat facilitates calming signals via the vagus nerve, downregulating the fight-or-flight response. Ancient Ayurvedic wisdom, when executed without industrial shortcuts, provides a liquid gold that is now being entirely validated by modern clinical science. To secure authentic A2 Bilona Ghee for your family, visit prasadamgrove.com. Find the farm on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at Prasadam Grove, or call 801-836-9178.